Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck at? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Here at Stage 4 Designs, we are all about innovation and athlete safety. We've been doing this since 2015, designing the most innovative obstacles in the sport, and now with our partnership with the World Ninja League, we are very excited to bring some of our best designs to the highest level athletes in the world. For our process, it all kind of starts right here in our digital design. There's a much more deliberate process now in what we do, with our goal being of the utmost in athlete safety. So we put everything into our digital design first, make sure it's all going to work, then we procure the parts. We learned the process and refined it to what we feel are some of the highest quality urethane products you're going to find in the Ninja space, and that all happens here at our custom-built workbench. A lot goes into our urethane, and we are very proud of the work that we do there. Everything that we build here at Stage 4 is all custom made in-house. It's not like we have a stock of a bunch of stuff. So when you do place an order with us, that order comes through and we basically build everything from scratch. Paint department is scalable. We basically hand paint most things, but some things that require a little bit more spray or bigger, we're capable of that as well. These athletes put these obstacles through some of the most rigorous circumstances that you can think of, and we want to try to plan for every contingency. We never want an obstacle to break on anybody. We always want our stuff to feel solid and not move around a whole lot, so that the athletes can trust their skills to throw the biggest moves that they possibly can on anything that we put out there. Our CNC machine handles all of most of our flat goods. It's the workhorse around here. It actually does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of cutting things out. We don't do any of our flat goods by hand. We make sure that everything is exactly the same and replicable, so that, you know, if you're doing courses or you have athletes that are going either head to head or the same obstacle that you're going to find at one Ninja gym is going to feel exactly the same if you go to another Ninja gym or your home for that matter, so that there's consistency with all of our product. Over the years, as we've added to our suite of products that we offer, we realized that pipe and metalworking is becoming more and more commonplace in Ninja obstacles, and to meet that demand, we've added the ability to do that here as well. So a lot of the obstacles that you'll see that we design and develop are meant to go on truss, and pipes are a big part of that. So we've added a pipe bending station here, and look for, in the future, us to offer a lot more innovative obstacles that kind of exist in that space where pipes are a big part of it. So here, everything that we put out is tested by real ninjas before it goes out. We want to make sure that our obstacles can stand all sorts of unforeseen circumstances. We know that ninja athletes move in ways that are innovative and new, and we want to try to account for as many of those as we can and make sure that those obstacles hold up. So we test everything. Over the last 10 years, Stage 4 Designs has been committed to developing the most innovative obstacles that you're going to find, but also the safest and most reliable obstacles. Our motto here is elevating obstacles. We do feel that on this platform, we can take something that's both fun and creative, but also elevate it to an industry that deserves to stand on its own.
This is the Mature Kids Mail Challenge Course rules. For your first obstacle, athletes are going to utilize their feet only on the blue only to traverse their way across and dismount to the start-finish platform. That's clear. Moving on to the next obstacle, athletes will utilize their hands only on the blue only to traverse their way across and dismount to the finish-only platform. That's clear. Moving on to the next obstacle, athletes will utilize their feet only on the blue, hands on the straps for the first barrel, no straps on the second barrel, to then dismount to the start-finish platform. That is clear. Moving on to the next obstacle, athletes will utilize their hands only on the blue only to traverse their way across and dismount to the start-finish platform. That is clear. Moving on to the next obstacle. Athletes will utilize their hands on the trapeze bar, the blue trapeze bar, and their hands only on the blue rings to traverse their way across and dismount to the start-finish platform. That is clear. Moving on to the next obstacle, athletes will utilize their hands only on the blue handles only to traverse their way across, and the blue trapeze at the end to then dismount to the start-finish platform. That is clear. Moving on to the last obstacle, athletes will utilize their hands only on the blue ledges only to traverse their way across and dismount to the finish only platform. Athletes will then use their hands to engage the buzzer and stop their time. That is clear. Good luck, athletes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the World Ninja League New England Regional Championships. My name is Mary Layton. I'm the commentator ninja, and I am going to be walking you through this fantastic course that we have today. We are on Challenge Course B, so if you're looking for the young adult male division, that is, in fact, what we are on right now. So let's talk you guys through how this is going to work today. So the athletes who are competing today are trying to qualify for the World Championship. So how they got here is they've competed in facilities qualifying competitions. They've finished top 3, or they have qualified via some drop-down spots. You can see all of our awesome partner gyms in the New England region listed over there, plus probably a couple of more. And what we're going for today is we are trying to get to the World Championship. So how does that work? World Championships, it's going to be down in Greensboro, North Carolina. In this division, the top 25 athletes are going to make it to that competition. Top 25, and how many athletes do we have competing today? We have 25. So all of our athletes are going to be getting through today. 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. We've got 2 waves. Never mind. We have more than 25 athletes. You got to be in the top 50% to make it on to the World Championships in this division. And what we're going to be doing, the athletes are going to be competing to win by having a combined score of their flow course results and also their challenge course results. Now, these young adult males, they have not faced the flow course yet, so we will not know at the end of today's competition who is going to take the championship, but we'll have a pretty good idea based on their standings. It's a combined score from their placements, so if you get first place in the challenge and first place in the flow, your combined total score is 2 points. That's the ideal scenario. We want that 1 and 1. But a lot of times, the winner, actually, we did see in the Masters female yesterday, the first place Masters female in flow was also the first place Masters female in the challenge course. So it can happen, but more often than not, we get some kind of combination of those 2 scores. So that is what we're going to be looking for today. We'll just pop up a couple different graphics for you guys. The World Championship, that's going to be June 18th through 23rd. So if the athletes qualify as a result of today, take home that title, take home that top 25, they're going to be headed out to Greensboro, North Carolina, June 18th through the 23rd to battle it out for the title of world champion. They'll be facing all sorts of other athletes from other regions across the United States. We just had our Northeast Regional Championships not too many weekends ago. We've had a bunch of other regionals all across the country. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see all of that converge onto Greensboro. And I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait to see it. We're taking a look at our run order right here. So our first athlete's going to be Charles Topin. Now, he's not getting out there quite yet. We've got a couple more minutes before we start tackling the obstacles here. But you can kind of see the first couple of runners who are coming up. So if you're tuning in and your athletes are right there, that's where they are. Let's see. I'm looking through the names, looking through a lot of familiar faces in the New England region. I see Jace Prevost. I'll give him a shout-out. He's on the Ultimate Obstacles team. That's my home gym, so I got to give him a little shout-out. His parents were giving me some really great puns, actually, for on the course today. So hopefully you'll get to hear a few of them. They're quite hilarious. So should be a good time here in this first wave. If you guys are in the chat, feel free to chime in. I'm just going to test out the chat button. Oh, I just saw the chat button. Never mind, I've lost the chat button. Well, chat, I've lost you. I'm so sorry. But that's all right. Let's take a look at some of our athletes here. It's an early morning. I hope you're ready for some ninja. All right, let's go ahead and talk through our obstacles here. So our obstacles, we have got Give me 1 second here. We've got all right, well, good thing we started the stream a little early here, guys, because we have a bit of a camera issue. We're going to get that fixed. Caleb Butner is going to come over and save the day, and then we'll get to talk about our obstacles and give you a little look at what those look like. Give us just a second. All right, we're back. Guys, it actually wasn't Caleb. It was the one and only president of the WNL. It was Chris Wilczewski who saved the live stream. So give him a shout out there, guys. All right, where is my obstacle button? Let's talk about the obstacles.
Reminder to all coaches and athletes in the team male division, check-ins are open for you at the head-to-head course.
Oh, I found the chat button. What does that look like? Oh, it does nothing. That's sad. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, there's my obstacles. All right, speed boost. So we're looking at speed boost right now. It's a pretty easy peasy fun time. You're just going to scoot right through obstacle 1. And then after that, you are going to move on to Carnival Ride. The Carnival Ride is this giant box from stage 4 that you get to swing on to. And basically, it's a fun time. It's a nice little ledge on the outside, probably about 1 inch on either side. And you've got to get to the dismount platform where you see our wonderful staff members. After the Carnival Ride, it's bumper boxes. Everybody, I'm going to call this the French Toast Sticks. I'm just warning you right now. This is a very classic ninja obstacle, these giant French Toast Sticks right here. But bumper boxes is the official name. And after the bumper boxes, we're going to move on to Cornerstone, also known as the Flying Bogies. And this one has been an interesting obstacle throughout the competition. It's some swings, and we're going to actually get to see this in real time right now because we're about to go into our demo run. So this is what the course is going to look like. We'll have a little bit of a look as to how this course is going to go. So we'll start talking more once we get our demo guy over to Cornerstone. So he's hitting that speed boost right into Carnival Ride. You guys can see, very quick moves onto the French Toast Sticks or the bumper boxes, whichever you prefer. Drop in the chat which name you like better. Do you like bumper boxes or do you like French Toast Sticks better? I feel like French Toast Sticks is going to win. All right, here's Cornerstone. This is the one that we've been watching. You got to be precise with that hand placement. And you got a little bit of a reverse grab going on. That's going to be super tricky here. And then right through here, you got to grab onto that ring, immediately hit a skyhook move. And these cradles are really interesting. The 45-degree angle is really quite fascinating. And you've got to be so precise on that trapdoor move. So they call that one latch key. The latch key, the trapdoors has just been such an interesting obstacle. And here's V17. For those of my rock climbers out there, you know what a V17 is. It's a tough move. We have got a key lock type obstacle here. And the key lock gets all the way through. Our demo's all the way through. Finally onto the last obstacle. We call this one Monolith. That's funny. I was calling it obelisks yesterday, so we're pretty close here. Some ancient construction is basically what we were going for, so that's kind of funny. All right, so this is sort of a little bit of a throwback move, a little bit right there. Ooh. And you've got to grab those cliffs on either side of the monolith, and then you need to flip the box. So we'll get to see the demo guy give it another try. I don't know how warmed up he is. It is early in the morning. It is early in the morning. We've got Matt Bradley, our course designer, off on the side there, just kind of hanging out, ready to tap in if he needs to. All right, demo run, going for it again. And I think that this is really going to be the difference maker, everybody. I think we'll see some challenges for the athletes on the latchkey, maybe even as early as cornerstone, honestly. But when we get to sort of our top leaderboard here, what we're going to see is I think we're going to see a lot of people getting to the last obstacle. And this is a challenging move, as you can see. So here we go, the one and only Matt Bradley. He did a really great job of absorbing that drop right there. That's what we're going to be looking for with our other athletes. And then this dismount is just such an awkward throw. But Matt did a great job demoing that, and kudos to our other demo guy. All right, everybody. Well, as I said, my name's Mary. I'm the commentator ninja. We're going to be getting started pretty soon here with our first athlete. So that's going to be Charles Topin, coming to us from MST. Now, guys, how the runners are placed here, it's based off of their total points for the season. And their total points for the season, you know, if you go to the more competitions you do, the more points you can get. And obviously, the higher you place at those competitions, the more points you get. But when I look at an MST athlete, I expect good things because this team has been cleaning house. Really, all of the Canadian athletes have just been having such strong performances. So very excited to see how Charles does today. He's 6'10". He likes foot dexterity, so hopefully we'll see some... Oh, I'm sorry. His most challenging obstacle is foot dexterity, so we'll have to see how he does getting through the bumper boxes / the French toast sticks. We'll be getting started just here in just a minute. I'm going to see if I can pull up my chat on my my personal telecommunication device here. See if I can find what you guys are saying in the chat here. Maybe we can have a nice little conversation. All right, I've got the chat up, guys. Make sure you chime in. The question of the day is, do we like the name bumper boxes or French toast sticks better? You're going to have to let me know. All right, it looks like Charles is about to step up to the starting platform. Looks like we're just getting a couple of final resets done on the course, and we'll be getting started. Now remember, we don't know, we aren't going to know at the end of this competition over here on the challenge course who is going to take the win. But I am pretty excited to see how we end up doing. All right, here we go, guys. Charles is off. All right, Charles is going quickly on to the carnival ride and right into the bumper boxes. Now, he did say that foot dexterity was his most challenging obstacle, but he got through that okay. We saw a little bit of hesitation, but no worries there. Now moving on to the cornerstone obstacle. Now, here's that first look at that reverse grab. Is Charles going to have it locked in? Yes, he does. Looks like it's not going to be too challenging for our athletes here today. We'll have to see a few more runners to get the full judgment here. And Charles moving on into the latchkey obstacle. It's a very shallow sky hook right here. You don't have a lot of space to really build up that swing beforehand. And now for this tricky latchkey move. Gotta go for the lache here. Great work for Charles. That precision looked really, really strong. Not anticipating too many issues here on the V17. If I'm being honest here, this really is just sort of your standard pull strength obstacle. So for our young adult males here, really shouldn't see too much of a challenge. I think, you know, where there's opportunities, you might see some athletes move through it a little more efficiently than others. You know, not really sure how to rotate the shoulders or where to put the where to put their hands, but oh wow. You guys could not see that on the camera, but Charles just had a massive save. He's shaking his head. All right, he is working on the, oh wow, you can see the carnival ride still swinging from his momentum here. Okay. Charles is going. He is about to catch the, oh man, just missed it on his first attempt. So now this is a challenge course format, which means you have 2 attempts on every obstacle, right? So, well, not every obstacle, excuse me. You have 2 retries. So he's going to be able to go ahead and attempt this one more time. If he doesn't clear it, his run is over. If he had failed earlier in the course, he would have had, you know, an additional attempt on that. So I'm hoping he doesn't need it here. Looks like he's kind of struggling to build up that momentum. Oh, man. Just had a little bit of a, he had a bit of a hard time getting through that. But now we're moving on to our next athlete. This is Elliot Boucher, also coming to us from MST. So a great start. Charles getting all the way to the last obstacle. All right, Elliot is off, and he is getting right into the carnival ride, quickly through, already all the way to the 3rd obstacle before we could even switch the camera. That is a fast athlete right there. All right, Elliot's looking really strong. Oh, and I like, oh, he went for the skip. Went for the skip on that final cornerstone piece, and it looks like he just did not quite make it, but I bet we're going to see more athletes go for that move. He's got a lot of power. Looks like he's trying to lock it in. I mean, it's a play, right? You want to save your energy, and you want to be faster, and you want to cut out the risky precision moves, but you know, is it worth it if you're going to have to take that retry, take that fail? Thankfully, he cleared it 2nd time. Ooh. And just missing on the latch key. Honestly, everybody, I think this is where we might see people get hung up. The latch keys have been kind of this part of the story, depending on the age division. It's really easy to get hung up on this, and I'm liking this precision skyhook move that we got going on. So hopefully Elliot can overcome it. Here we go. Oh no! And Elliot unfortunately just failed out, just missing his hands there. But he's going to go ahead and tackle the V17. See what we got. He's got lots of time left on the clock. He's doing pretty well, and looks like he's going to move on to the monolith here. He's going for it. Oh, and he's got it. Oh, and just slipped off. All right, now Elliot's going to step off the course, and we have another MST athlete coming to join us. This is Matisse Laflamme. Two minutes and 45 seconds for this course. And looks like we got just a little coach swap going on here. Busy coaches for the MST team. They got a lot of athletes. A lot of athletes here. Matisse is just kind of redoing his chalk, and he's off. Right through. Wow, you know, that second obstacle, the carnival ride, is not proving to be a challenge for these athletes whatsoever. Really great power here. A lot of height. Really wanted to give himself time to be precise and grab across. Grab the opposite side there. Okay, and this is where his teammate Elliott got a little hung up. Oh, wow, but Matisse really using his length to get through there. And now on to V17. Making some nice, strong moves, just so efficient. And this is the moment we've had a little bit of trouble with for some of the athletes, but he's easily getting through. And now we're moving on to the monoliths here. He's got loads of time on the clock. He's got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. You can see that time up there in the corner, that Ninja Works time. Here we go. Time for that launch. He gets it. All right. Can we get the switch? Oh, no. All right. Missed on his first attempt, but he has a retry. Lining up to tackle this one more time. Looks like he just needed to absorb that drop a little bit more. I think that's going to be the story of the day, is absorbing the drop when you flip the monolith. His hands are in the right place. Can we get it? Can he get this move? Oh, no, and just dropping down. Oh, here you can see that first, just unfortunately not able to lock in on those last couple of throws. That's all right. You're not going to believe this, ladies and gentlemen, but our next athlete is another MST athlete. We've got the full team out here, one right after the other. So far, it looks like in our first place spot is Matisse, who just ran. And now we've got Francis Boulet joining us. It looks like his brother's going to come quickly after him. And one thing that is interesting is most of these MST athletes, their most challenging obstacle type is foot dexterity. So thankfully, they've all been able to make it through the bumper boxes. All right. Oh, and great. You know what I'm loving about all these MST athletes is just the way that they are generating their swing. They're very efficient, extremely efficient. You can see them stopping their swings mid-swing. You can see them, generating their power very quickly. And wow. Really using that reach to get that precision move on the latchkey obstacle. All right, this is what I was talking about earlier. It looks like, we may see a couple athletes get a little hung up on just the placement of those latch keys for themselves, but nicely done. All right. All right, now this is Francis's second attempt here. Didn't quite have it on that first one, so hopefully he can lock it in on this second one. Taking a huge throw here, getting a nice build. He's got the catch on the first time. Oh, no. and just did not quite have the grab on that second throw. I'm trying to see the size of the cliffhangers from here. It looks like it might be sloped, actually. All right, everybody. It is another MST athlete, and it looks like this is our last runner's brother. This is Simon Boulay. Francis Boulay just ran. Coach is laughing with the judge, saying, just getting his warm-up in. Just getting his warm-up. All right. Super quickly through. And it looks like Simon does not struggle with foot dexterity. Although he does have that listed. All right. Time to swing around the corner of the latchkey obstacle. And a lot of the athletes have figured out that they can use their wingspan on this precision move right here. So we'll see if Simon does the same thing. Oh, wow, and had a bit of a swing back there. Nicely through. Very good. Reaching up easily. You know, maybe V17 isn't going to be too much of a challenge. It looks like the athletes are just really, really good at doing this, unless this is just a particular skill set of the MST team. All right, going for this first move here. Simon's got it. It's time for the drop down. Oh, and he just missed that. It looks like the hand placement just wasn't quite there for him on the flip. All right, here we go. Going for the launch. He's got it. Time for the flip. And, just did not quite have that drop. You can see this is just going to be a really challenging obstacle for all of them. All right. Next up, we have Samuel Couture, another Canadian athlete. Strong showing from the Canadian team today. From Montreal as well, the Montreal area. 17 years old. Getting ready to go, getting ready to tackle this course. And Samuel is off. Quickly through, just taking one move and dashing over the bumper boxes here. And reaching all the way through the cornerstones, going through nicely. Is he going for that skip? Nope, decides to, oh! That is a tough fall. Hopefully we can see him get through here and not have a repeat. Great, he got the catch. Stellar. We don't like to see those peel outs there. But Samuel got up quickly and recovered. Didn't seem to face him whatsoever. Using his reach on that precision move, just barely getting the ring onto the latch key, but he is quickly off. All right, he's taking a brief shakeout before he gets up to the V17 here. Using his reach. I'd love to see some of our taller athletes use their pull power and maybe skip one of those moves. I think that's how we can get a little bit more efficient here on the placement. All right, Samuel easily through, already on to the next one, the final obstacle, the monoliths. You can see him visualizing, you can see him planning out the move. I don't know how much absorption I saw at the end of that visualization right there. So we'll see if he gets the drop down. The drop down is the thing. I think it's not going to be too difficult for these athletes to catch the cliff on the other side. And squeeze on, holding on. Time for that absorption. Does he have it? Oh! Oh, and that's tough. Just missed it. Three, two, one. Here we go. His second attempt. We have not had any clears. And right now, Samuel is only in third place. I do think we will see some clears today. I think if Samuel wants to give himself a shot at that top 25, he's got to lock in on this move. Come on, Samuel. He looks strong still. He's just got to absorb this drop. Oh! And it's just not there. We saw some great moves from Samuel. This was his first miss right here. Had an unfortunate fall. And then this was his next attempt. Oh, his next attempt did not play. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to show that last move where he was going for the monolith. But we had our next athlete popping up, Noah. Noah ready to hop in here. All right, Noah Jones is a Vermont Ninja Warrior athlete. The Vermont team's had a very strong showing here. Always got a good representation across all of the age divisions. Oh no. Okay, and it looks like Noah must have dropped his foot down behind him. So I'm hoping that he takes a more aggressive approach here, doesn't use those straps. I think you really got to run all the way through or at least be super sure. Because these two French toe sticks here on the bumper boxes, not super close together. Ooh, okay, so he gets the clear on the bumper boxes, but because he overshot the dismount, he has used his try up on the on the cornerstone, and that is unfortunate for Noah. He unfortunately was not able to get through past the bumper boxes. Moving quickly. He was moving pretty quickly, but that's all right. He's still going to have some time to show us what he's got here on the latch key. And I think the MST athletes gave us a bit of an unfair look at how difficult the latch key was. I don't think that it is quite as simple as we might believe. They made it look really easy. But that is a tough move. Noah is doing a great job here on the V17. And now moving on to the monoliths, quickly getting off that V17, going right into it. Oh, and just not able to lock in that last step. Alrighty. Moving on to our next athlete. We've got an Ascend obstacle training athlete here. Isaac Hill. Isaac is an ice cream scooper, a mountain biker, and a music lover. Maybe a dancer too. Coach Lucas Reale off on the sidelines. Lucas actually took a top spot in the adult male division yesterday. So got some regional championship coaching going on. And Isaac is moving quickly. I would expect nothing less out of the Ascend athletes here today. Now again, we're fighting for the top 25. Great hand placement out of Isaac right there. Floated to that last cornerstone. Reaching it out. We'll see how if he uses his height here on the latchkey precision move. Oh no. And just missed that one. Hopefully that's not where it all hopefully that's not a defining moment. All right, love to see Isaac recover from that. It looks like he just did not get the ring underneath the latch key with enough precision. Looks like he's switching his approach here. Going under. Oh, and he gets it. Nicely done. And moving on to That dismount, he gets it. He's on to the V17, 146 on the clock. So far, first place is Matisse Laflamme, and he completed the first 6 obstacles in 56 seconds. So we're not going to see Isaac get past that pace just because of that reset, that retry on the latch keys. But using his reach here on the V17s. Great control. Oh, man. Again, guys, that post is doing you no favors. But he just flailed out a little bit, but he controlled it. I wonder if that spiked his adrenaline, though. We'll see how controlled he can be here on the monolith. He's taking a deep breath, calming himself down. He's got plenty of time for 2 attempts, and he does have a retry left. But I'm really hoping he doesn't need to use it. Slowly getting on. Lining it up. Power looks good. Immediately to it. Do we have the flip? Do we have the absorption? Is Isaac the first? Not quite. All right, he's laughing it. He's laughing with his coach. He's taking a second before he goes and gives it another attempt. Plenty of time on the clock to rest for a bit before he goes for another one. I think he's probably going to shake out. And about to kick off here. Here goes Isaac into his next attempt. Time for the drop. Here we go. Oh, and it was so close. It was almost there. Oh, great attempt out of Isaac. Isaac is in 5th place right now. And is unfortunately not going to bump himself into a top spot. It looks like he's talking with his teammates on the sidelines and showing them kind of what his hand movements were. Probably got some teammates coming up afterwards. All right, our next athlete is an athlete I've seen before. Coming to us from Action Athletics. You'll see him in just a second here, guys. This is Ian Van Diver. Be ready for a show. I'm looking over at my camera operator here. Be ready to flip through fast because this kid is fast. Ian has competed at UO a handful of times, and every time, if I'm judging or if I have the live stream, I know that I'm about to sprint to keep up with him. He's that fast. He's that good. I'm just excited to see how he tackles this course. Here we go. Let's see it, Ian. Super quickly through, right across 2 steps on the bumper boxes. I think we could see Ian go for a skip here. Oh, actually deciding to take a little bit more of a measured approach. I think that's smart. It looks like Ian is really dialing in his power, and I think going for a more controlled run. I like this for him. I like this for this competition, especially for an athlete of his explosive caliber. He can be so incredibly powerful on the flow course. So just having a strong challenge course is a great strategy if you're going for that top spot. And he really could be a contender. So I'm not too worried about him getting through on the V17s here. He's looking really comfortable on it. Those moves are looking nice and easy for him. Easy drop down onto the monolith. Does Ian have the power and the strength to absorb that drop down to the bottom of the monolith? And the finger strength as well. Does he have it all? It's, just three separate ninja skills. Coordination, 4 skills you got to have locked in. Here we go. Do we have it? Is it in the tank, Ian? Come on. Oh, and just not quick enough on that explosion. You really need to pop to that move. If you think back to how you saw Matt Bradley execute this, there's a pop. You need to give yourself a little bit of air time to get your hands in the right spot and absorb that drop. So Ian's got loads of time left on the clock. He got through V17 in 1:05. So if he really wants to take a stop spot here, he's going to need to complete the monolith. You can see him talking with his coach, getting some chalk, getting prepared to try this one more time. Up he goes. And the stick is good. Oh, he looks like he's a little tired. Is he going to have it? Does he have the explosion? Oh! And it is just not quite there for Ian. Still a strong performance. Third place for Ian right now. We'll see if it holds. I think we are going to continue to see some athletes really explode through this course with really fast times. So we'll have to see where he lands at the end of the run. Right now we are moving on to William Vella. William is coming to us from, looks like South Hero, Vermont. I see a Vermont Ninja Warrior shirt on his bio. Oh, wow. Crashing through. Oh! I was going to say crashing through the bumper boxes, but then a little bit of a mishap on the cornerstone. But I think that was just enough to calm him down a little bit. Looking a little bit more measured and controlled. I hope he stays powerful, though. He's going to need a little more height to get through here to this next throw. Looks like it's good. Nice, solid hands. I'm kind of catching at the bottom of his throw. All right. And he's got a bit of a circular swing here. That is no man's land. Very smart, reaching back to that bar to line up his swing. Great recovery. The sign of a seasoned athlete right there. Sign of a smart athlete, I should say. He's actually only done 4 comps this season. All right, using his swing. Now, one thing I'm worried about for William is he's really using his length and his swing here. I'm not seeing a ton of super explosive power in the upper body, which you're gonna need when you get to the monolith. So it's working out for him so far. Had a little bit of a mishap on that. All right, he's taking a deep breath. Remember, he's going to need to be explosive, not only to get off of these cliffs, but also to get across to the flip of that second monolith. Here we go, lining it up. Will is making that. Oh! And it looks like those cliffs were just a little bit rough for him on the second monolith. Had a hard time absorbing there. They're resetting it. He gets a second attempt. He has plenty of time. 37 seconds left on the clock. Now, William didn't get here the fastest, but if he can clear this obstacle, he can take that top spot. No one has cleared the monolith so far. Oh, and just not enough in the finger strength to hold on. But getting a fist bump from coach, not too shabby of a showing here for our Vermont athlete. Great job, Will. And I bet he'll have a great time in the flow course. All right, our next athlete is Kyle Hancock from Newton, Massachusetts, coming to us from the Wellesley action, looks like. Now, Kyle has only done 2 competitions this season, but he's looking like he's got a really strong attack, probably been competing for a couple of years. Getting a nice throw lined up here. I'm wondering, just missed the precision on the hands. It looks like he had enough power to get where he needed to be, just second guess the hand placement a little bit. So hopefully we can see him lock in, and that's just a little bit of the inexperience that we're seeing there. This is a little bit more of a technical move. Can he lock it in? He locks it in. Yes, Kyle. Reaching out to the ring here. Big throw across. Great confidence. His hips were not lined up for that throw, but he easily corrected that mid-swing using his reach. All right, this is a bit squirrely. Come on, Kyle. All right, it's coming back around. Here we go. Great awareness. You know, it's one thing to execute the obstacle perfectly, but it's an entire skill in and of itself to recover when things are not going quite as planned. Kyle's doing a really great job of recovering from some of the issues. Oh, okay. Almost had a one-arm lock off there for a second. Looks like he's using a little bit more of a swing here. I wonder how much we've got left in the tank. Needs to make a big reach up. And good for those reaches. He's got one more. Great. And coming down to that dismount. Nicely done, Kyle. Lining it up, getting prepped. I think we're all taking kind of a pause for breath right before the monolith. We just want to see an athlete get through this. Kyle's really trying to hype himself up. I think he's only going to have one attempt here. He's got a nice reach that might help him out. Oh. All right, 25 seconds. Okay, so he does have time for another attempt, but he won't have too much time to rest here because you really have to line up those moves. You got to make sure it's lined up, and then you also need to make sure that that you can get to the dismount and hit the buzzer, and that's not a short distance throw to get from that second monolith to the buzzer. Here we go, lining it up. The swing looks a little awkward. Does he have it? Oh, just dropping down, but we're going to see a swing. Nice little buzzer hit from Kyle. All right, one more Vermont athlete. This is Ethan Jeans. Getting a couple more resets done on the course before we send Ethan off here. Looks like Matisse Laflamme is holding on to that top spot. 56 seconds through V17. Lightning fast time. Are we going to see anybody beat that time? Okay, and it looks like Ethan is popping through nicely on Carnival. Haven't seen anybody take too many moves on that one. Oh my gosh, wow! What a save! That was a little squirrely, but Ethan made it work. And looking really strong on the cornerstones here. Oh, almost saw that one coming. Just had a little bit too much power, I think, going into that that last cornerstone. Almost kind of overshot it just a little bit. All right, he's lining it back up to give it another shot. Oh, no. And Ethan just not able to lock in those grabs on the cornerstones. Great effort from him out of here. An insane save coming off of the bumper boxes for sure. All right, and now we're going to get to see him tackle the latch key. Here we go. Oof. And a little bit off on that ring placement. Good power, but just a little bit off to the side. All right, now we're seeing him get into V17. And that pull strength is tired right now. So he's going to move on and just give Monolith a try. Honestly, if I was an athlete, I would also probably just go try Monolith. Oh, and I think Ethan is going to hop on off. Great attempt from him. All right, now we're going to get a look at our first Ultimate Obstacles athlete for the day. This is Jace Prevosk. Guys, I'm just going to give Jace a brief shout out. Jace is great. Jace works on our course setup team. He is one of our coaches at the gym and just a phenomenal human and always willing to be helpful and help you get the job done, even if he's got his own stuff going on. And now if we're going to talk about him as an athlete, what you are about to see is Jace explode onto this course. He is going to be gunning for the fastest time. I know he's going to push himself to get to that monolith very quickly. And already you can see it, a full skip there. Trying to get through the rhino. Oh, that's not the rhino, I'm sorry. That's the carnival ride. Okay, a little squirrely getting through the bumper boxes, but that's okay. The course team affectionately calls the carnival ride the rhinoceros due to its rigging. It's quite spectacular. All right, Jace is doing very well. Now, he's got to get to, if he wants to take first, he has to get through V17 in under 56 seconds. So he's about halfway there now, a little more than halfway. He's going to need to be very precise, okay? It looks like he's really trying to use his reach here, but he is struggling to get that ring locked in. I don't think first place is in the cards with if he's only getting to the monolith. He's going to have to clear monolith. Okay, and he's doing a good job of keeping that ring steady. He just does not have enough swing to get to the latchkey. I'd like to see him go back and reset. All right, and that's just what he's doing. Just needs a really confident placement here. Oh, and he's going to have to launch it. I'd love to see him reset and then launch into it. And hopefully that is what Coach Keenan is advising him to do, to just have that confidence on the first one, because every time it's there, he's just going to need to let go of it. Swing's getting a little wonky, though. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, and it looks like his grip strength just kind of petered out there. This isn't the end for Jace. He can still recover. He can still get through this obstacle and probably get to monolith and have at least one quick attempt if he pushes and goes. So he's bringing it right around. Looks like those last couple of attempts must have tired him out a little bit. He's looking a little bit more tired. Oh, okay, and he switched hands. Looks like that got him through, just barely making that dismount. All right, we have 50 seconds to get through this and get through monolith. And hurry up, Jace. Keep moving, man. On the key locks, needs to get locked in for V17. And looks like he is pulling everything through. It's looking pretty solid. Struggling to get that last one out just a little bit. What a save! Oh, no, and he dropped his other key lock. He's going to have to go for a dismount here. Oh, hopefully it does not fall out. Jace, get to that dismount. He's got 10 seconds left. What? Oh, no. And he's got 4 seconds left on the clock. He has to take his second retry. Oh, man. This is a squirrely run for Jace. I know he's going to give it his all. He's probably going to do some, maybe just go for a throw just for the fun of it. Oh, man, and there's his time. Oh, and look at those moves. Trying to just float through it. Judge is saying he's got to hop down. Not the run that Jace wanted, but still a really solid attempt. Some good recoveries there. All right, well, we'll hopefully, I think you should watch out for him on the flow course, guys, because he is speedy. Alrighty, guys. Zane. He's ready. He's pumped. He's about to go. His coach is shaking his head on the other side. I got direct eye contact with Jeff Snyder. All right, Zane is coming to us from Albany Ninja Labs and is just an explosive athlete. In my 2-second intro, he is already all the way through the first 3 obstacles. Oh, man, going for that skip for sure. I was hoping we'd see it, and we did. Zane proving it's possible. Just got to flick that cornerstone out of your way. And we're moving so fast, the judge is in the way of our camera. My gosh. Okay, Zane having the similar struggle to Jace, really just needs to trust this move here. But he did get it, went for it. Now, he could get fastest time. He's going to need to clear in the next 10 seconds, though. He's going to need to clear the V17 in the next 10 seconds. He's got the precision. All right, I think fastest time is out of his reach, but he could pop himself into second with only a clear on the V17s. But I am excited to see Zane tackle Monolith because he is so explosive. I mean, you've seen him literally explode through this whole course. A little bit of a struggle here on V17. He's getting a little squirrely. But an athlete of his caliber with his explosiveness, I'm very excited to see him on Monolith. He's getting a little bit of chalk for himself. Breathing before he shakes out. He's put himself in 4th place right now. But you know he's going for that 1st place position. Can the finger strength match the explosive power? Not quite. I'm really hoping he takes his time to rest here because I think he's got the explosive power to make the catch. Make the throw and make the catch. He's just got to relax and make sure that he's really got it. Make sure that that finger strength is ready. Those fingers are prepared. He's got loads of time on the clock. Taking his time, making sure he's locked in. Here it is. He's got to make this first throw, first and foremost. Yep, that's great. He's looking a little extended. I don't know about this drop down. Come on, Zane. Very explosive. Oh, and just did not quite get the hips underneath him. Still a great run from Zane Salem here. Again, another athlete that you absolutely have got to watch out for on the flow course. Anything can happen over there. All right, guys, we are down to our last 10 runners here. And currently we are waiting for Jeremiah Oliveira to get off here from Danbury, Connecticut. Those are your top 3 right now. Matisse Laflamme, Simon Boulay, and Ian Van Diver. Now, I've seen Jeremiah compete before, and he is also pretty fast. And when I see the athletes getting some final clarifications about what can or can't be done on the course, that is usually a sign that they've got something up their sleeve, they've got a plan, and usually that plan is to be more efficient. So you know this athlete's thinking about it. Not going to go for the skip, who goes for a crazy, gets a crazy save on that cornerstone. Immediately into the latchkey. And guys, this is, I love to see a run like this because Jeremiah is so, what? Not even 30 seconds has passed. If he can continue this smooth, solid pace up through the V17s, which he absolutely is, he's 100% about to pop himself into 1st place. Okay, he's getting a little stuck here. He still has to clear this obstacle. It looks like he's just being really careful. Knows that a lot of the athletes have had a little bit of a drop. Oh, and by 0.4, 0.6. 0.6 seconds, a little bit slower than Matisse. So he's not quite in 1st yet. He's going to have to clear the monoliths. He's got it. The power looks good. Come on, Jeremiah. Are you going to be our first clear of the day? Time for this flip. He's planning it out. Really making sure it's locked in. Not quite. Loads of time on the clock. Obviously, took him less than a minute to get through the first 6 obstacles. Now he's looking at monolith. About to reach up here. And, yep. He's lining it up again. He was close the first attempt. Can we get it here finally on the 2nd attempt? Here we go. And, oh. And just not enough absorption on the drop down. Guys, you gotta absorb it. You gotta absorb it. My inner coach is like screaming here. You gotta absorb the drop, you guys. And I know they know this. It's gotta be hard after going through so many obstacles here. All right, well, we've got a little bit of a switch up here currently. Jeremiah just popped himself into second place. We've got about 10 runners left in this wave. And this is Sam Arnstein. So Sam and Jacob, they've got a great story. Sam is known as the Spicy Ninja. Works at the gym at TA as a camp counselor. And his brother Jacob has actually gotten a buzzer on the big stage on the show. Oh, wow. And Sam, showing it runs in the family, just jumping right out to the carnival ride. Now he's taking a bit more of a careful approach here. I don't think that I know Sam's favorite obstacle is not anything lower body related. He really likes the upper body stuff. So he's taking a more careful approach here. Probably going to reach out for these straps. Oh, looks like he's going to try to get a foot onto it. You can hear his team really just wanting to see him get through this. He's got to be bold. Okay. Wasn't quite ready for it there, but he's got a feel for it now, so hopefully we'll see him get a little more comfortable on it. I've got his whole team behind me on the other course that's running there. They're tuning in to watch him get through this. This is definitely a challenge for Sam right here. He's not looking super comfortable, but he's still pushing through. Lining it up. Let's go. Can we see Sam get through this obstacle? Ah, not quite. He was not quite ready for that jump to the next bumper box, but let's see him tackle some of these upper body obstacles here. Sam's a fierce competitor. Oh, and it looks like he's upset about that last bumper box, but still going to push through. Got his brother supporting him on the sidelines. Yeah, Sam and Jacob, his older brother, they run a fundraiser for the orphanage that they were adopted from every year. Always trying to give back, always trying to inspire people. And looks like Jacob is coming alongside Sam, trying to give him some encouragement, trying to get him through the rest of this course. We know Sam is an absolute animal on these obstacles. Just got to get that reach up there. All right, building up that swing a little bit. It's looking a little bit better. That hand placement on those is just a little bit tough for him. But now we'll get to see him tackle Monolith. Come on, Sam. Show us what you got on Monolith, sir. Ooh, and those cliffs are slick. Just hard to hang on to after you've had a tough run. But Sam's got a little bit of time left. He's going to give it one more shot. And time for the launch up there. All right. Well, Sam gave it his best out there. Always great to see him out here competing. And he'll get to run it back on the flow course. All right. Up next is Jason Marsh. First look at our main athletes here, our main Ninja Warrior athletes. Huge jump out, easy work for him. All right, oh, and almost flew. Oh, did he? What happened? I am uncertain what happened right there. I don't think he failed anything. I don't know if it was the straps on the second one. All right, there we go. Well, he's through. He's through. He has used up one retry. Ooh, now he's used up 2 retries. Hopefully that whatever just happened right there on the bumper boxes doesn't get in his head too much. He's got a lot of potential. Jason Marsh said in his bio he eats a lot of cheese. Oh, no. And could not catch the cornerstone. Maybe didn't have enough cheese this morning. Says he's always working on improving his skills. You know they're going to set something up in Maine similar to those similar to those cornerstones to get a little more training in. Great use of his reach right there. And, you know, it's still exciting to see the athletes continue to push through the rest of the course because you just want to see somebody get through Monolith. You want to see if somebody can do it. So maybe Jason can do that for us. We do need to get through the V17 first. And this move, so once they get it locked in here, this is the move that is getting everybody because the block is turned reverse. So what you can see is that it's very easy, if you don't keep a little bit of a lock off, for that hook to fall out of the case. And that's where we were getting some of those sort of flailing things happening. But Jason is about to tackle Monolith. Shaking it out. And getting a nice big swing here. He's pretty locked off. We'll see if he can get comfortable on that cliff. Not quite. Is he going to go for it again? He's got some time. Going to go for it one more time. All right, and a good tap of the buzzer there after a last attempt at the Monolith. Great work out of Evan. And now we're moving on to Evan. We got Evan to Evan. I'm sorry, Jason to Evan. I took a sip of my coffee, but apparently I needed a second one. All right, guys, this is Evan Jackie coming to us from Strive. His coach on the sidelines is Zach Fishman. I don't see a camera in Fishman's hand. All right. Evan getting all the way through, barely using any part of the carnival ride. And taking a little bit more of a conservative approach, building up. All right, so he did clear the bumper boxes, but unfortunately because he overshot, he does fail the cornerstone. So hopefully he can get through this on his first attempt because he does not have a retry on this obstacle anymore. Big reach up. He's got it. And now into that dismount. Nicely done. Great pop here. Now Evan is a thespian. He's done some plays and some musicals. But what we're watching right now, oh, that looked, he was going for the more aggressive approach of launching and just trusting that the catch is going to be there. But unfortunately, that didn't pan out for him. But he's acting like it didn't even faze him. Now, is that because it didn't faze him or because he's an actor? We will see. Let's go, Evan. It was nice and locked in. It's there. Oh, my God. What are you doing, Evan? That was on the corner of that hook. That could have gone so bad at any point in time, but he stayed locked in. That's insane. It says here he is 5'6", but he's got a 5'7" wingspan. So we're talking positive ape index here. That definitely helped him out on that last ring obstacle, and hopefully will help him out here on V17. We've got 2:45 on the clock. Now it's time for that difficult transition. We'll see if he can hold that in place as he drops down. Does he have enough time? Oh, did not quite have enough time for that full transition down to the next hook. And that did just cause him to slip out. But we're still going to get to see Evan tackle the Monolith. Time for a fly. Not quite there for Evan. But still a very strong performance, some great recoveries, great save on the latchkey. And now it is time for another Ultimate Obstacles athlete. This is Joey Wyden. Joey's also on staff at our team. He was not able to cover a class this weekend for a very good reason, because he was going to be here. All right, and Joey quickly moving through, taking a somewhat more conservative approach on the carnival ride, but it's working for him. He's getting through. Now looking, again, taking a slightly more measured approach on the French twist sticks, but I think he's really going to need to charge through that. He's lining it up again. He's locking in. All right, going with his first idea here. I think he's just got to really make sure that he is committing to his plan, which he did. He did very well. Good recovery, Joey, and now on to the cornerstones here. Going with a little bit more of a Gibbons swing here, showing a comfortability in his hanging on those cliffs, which I like. I think the lead out, oh no, okay. I like the lead out. I see what he's trying to do here. He's just trying to give himself a little bit of time to get secured on the outside one so that that blind grab on the third isn't quite as intimidating. He's just trying to give himself a little more air time. Okay, so changing his approach a little bit. I think he's just trying to go for power here. Oh, and just missed that backhand. I think he knew that might have been a challenge for him, but we're still going to get to see him tackle the rest of the course here. Great stuff out of Joey so far. And a continued strong run. Joey's been competing with us for a couple of years now. And throwing onto that dismount. Very efficient through that obstacle. Really used his wingspan to help him get through there. We'll see that wingspan. Wingspan is definitely helpful on these back two, on the latchkey and on the V17. I don't think wingspan is helpful at all on the monoliths. Wingspan does not play a part in whether or not you can do the monoliths. All right, and Joey, I think, just getting a little bit tired, just deciding, hey, let's try this fun one over here. All right, now Joey can be pretty explosive, so let's see if he can explode and really absorb. You can see his coach kind of walking him through. Coach Keenan in the corner there. Okay. Oh, and just did not have enough in the tank after that run. And coach giving him some pointers on what went wrong and what we can do better next time. But he still has the flow course later today, so always good. If the first run doesn't go as planned, you can have that to look forward to. All right, Evan Prasa coming to us from Simsbury, Connecticut, Windsor Ninja Academy. Coach Mike Elwell just did pretty well from there. You know who we haven't seen? We have not seen Mr. Will Schlageter. Will Schlageter, where are you, man? Drop a note in the chat if you're watching. Although Will's down at Stanford, so his crew might have gone to the Northeast. All right. Evan did overshoot. A lot of people overshooting on the bumper boxes. That's becoming a bit of a thing here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's tough. Oh, if Evan hadn't have overshot, he would have had another attempt here. Oh, no. I mean, I don't think overshooting the dismount was ever the plan. All right. Well, we'll get to see Evan push through and try out this latchkey. So far, we're seeing a bit of a tough stop for everybody at the latchkey, or right before the latchkey on those cornerstones, proving to be a little bit tougher than maybe was going to be expected. Okay, lining it up for the dismount here. Nicely done there, Evan. Plenty of time still on the clock for him to push through here. And again, I'm still excited every time anybody gets to monolith, live run or not. I just want to see somebody clear it. All right, getting a little hung up here. Really having to rely on that one-handed grip strength here. And reaching on out. And a quick drop down. What an adrenaline move. You know, a key lock obstacle like this doesn't seem like it would be all that fun, but I feel like that sudden drop down to the second to last move does make it fun, although this part is not fun. Right there, not very fun. Getting that last move, you can see Evan. He was like, yeah, that was not a fun obstacle. All right. What do we have left in the tank for Evan here? He is, and Evan is tired out. Good work from Evan today. Unfortunate mishap on the bumper boxes there with that dismount, but we still get to see him tackle flow. Reset, refocus. You really never know what's going to happen with these placements. So right now Evan is in 15th place. That is a little bit lower on the leaderboard than I think we'd like to see. But again, it's a combined score, so can never give up hope based on a bad first run. All right, up next, we have Graydon Liked. Now his home region is Northeast, New York Ninja. New York Ninja in the house. Danny, if you're in the chat, say hi. Coach Danny. Coach Danny coaches at LA Ninja, but I know that she knows her New York team, okay. And that's going to be a fail. Can't use the straps on that last French toe stick, that last bumper box right over there. Great work. Good recovery from Graydon. All right, nicely done. And time for one more. Looking solid, looking comfortable. Great hand placement. Very, very strong, confident grab right there. And push for that dismount. All right, so we've had a few rounds of runners getting out at the cornerstones, but Graydon has broken that trend. And now we've got a live run. And just snagging onto that hook right there. And time for a strong reach up here. Looks like he's really kind of struggling with the orientation. I'd like to see him use his pull strength here a little bit. Maybe, okay. Oh, that is a bummer. Okay, it looks like he just couldn't quite get the shoulders oriented the way he wanted. Hopefully he can give himself a little bit of a boost here. Okay, good. Now he's got it figured out. Let's go, Graydon. Got it figured out. Now, is he going to be ready for this drop down? Remember that hook, it's the slot is facing down. So you get a little bit of a drop. He makes it. And he is on to the last obstacle. All right, Graydon, he's got 1 minute left on the clock. This is time for 2 attempts. Now he was hanging for quite a bit, so we'll want to see him maybe take a bit of rest. All the way up. Oh, no. And because he used his 2 retries, he did not, in fact, have 2 attempts on the monolith. 11th place for Graydon. All right, guys, we are getting down to the wire here. We only have a couple of runners left. Here is your current leaderboard and how everybody is doing. We've still got Matisse hanging on to that top spot. And he ran early, very early. Both him and Simon, early runners. All right, now we're on to Jack Belbuski. Jack has been doing ninja since 2020. He is a level 7 gymnast. That makes me pretty excited about the lock-offs that I think we're going to see on V17, but we've got to get there first, and Jack is off. Okay. Not the most efficient approach to getting through, but he's all right. It really, honestly, it really is about getting through Monolith. And if somebody is a level 7 gymnast, oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Kind of popping through here. Not using as much momentum on that as I would have liked to have seen, but that's all right. Really explosive. Would expect nothing less out of a gymnast. Oh, and his hips started moving to the side, and that pulled him off of the hook. So he's going to need to take a second, refocus here. He's got plenty of time on the clock. I don't think that there's any concern for him here for time. But just not able to get a run up in here, really having to jump up. Oh, no, and he's getting hung up. Hope he shifts those hands to the outside. That's good. Okay, and hopefully he can get back to the start here and maybe get a little bit more of a run up. Oh, no. Honestly, I don't hate that, because if he can jump to it from there. Okay. He's got to figure this out. Coach is telling him where to grab to. Oh, man. Just did not have the hops. That's so unfortunate, because it's not even like a fail. It's just the way the obstacle went. Oh, that's a bummer for Jack. Oh, and he's walking off the course. He's upset. That was not the way we wanted to see that go for Jack. I got to say, he's holding it together well. He's very composed. He's taking it well. Taking it like a champ. Good job, Jack. That's a great attitude to have. You know, it sucks when the wins are your wins of character, but you definitely took one away today, sir. All right. Kieran Kadish is up. Kieran coming to us from Vermont Ninja Warrior. This guy has been training since 2018, so we can definitely expect a strong performance today. And a lot of athletes kind of taking a walk in the park here with this. All right. Okay, we're doing great. Nicely through the bumper boxes. Getting down to our last couple of runners here. Oh, okay. Kieran just did not have quite enough power. I think he just let go a little bit late on that one. Kind of popped up a little bit more than he probably wanted to. Nicely done. Looking a little bit more comfortable. You can see his coach Sonic on the other side. Really got to lock in those hands. Looks like he might be. Okay. He was making me nervous there with how many swings he was taking, but he locked it in. Great composure. Swinging it all the way around, grabbing onto the ring for the latchkey. Looking a little bit uncomfortable, but he's got it lined up. I think we just got a methodical athlete here. He gets the moves, he just thinks about them for a little bit. So he's thinking about this one. Got a lot of power. Oh, too much power. I do like the confidence to go for it first try. I think he just had a little too much power. He probably hit that upswing a little bit sooner than he was expecting. So hopefully we'll see him gain a little bit of confidence his second time through. All right. Good. Great confidence out of Kieran right now. Kieran is lining it up, really trying to dial it in. He's still got a lot of power. Quicker on the reflexes. There it is. And now he is off. Excellent work. Okay, but we are short on time, folks. We've got 40 seconds left for the rest of this course. Kieran's going to have to clear this, and then if he gets to Monolith in time, he's going to have to get it first try, and that's going to have to be the most efficient Monolith execution I have ever seen. I think it took them a while to build monoliths way back when, so I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Not as long as it takes to build the pyramids, but okay. Honestly, very efficient. We have 10 seconds. He's gonna have to go right now. You got to go right now, Kieran, and got to build up that power. It looks like he's struggling a little bit on the build. Can we get the Lachey? Not quite there. Solid attempt out of Kieran. He's smiling. He gave it his best. All right, guys, we are down to our last 3 runners here, but we're going to roll right into wave 2. We're going to just keep on going. So we currently have Jaden Jesse up, Tyler Beatty, and Alex Turgeon in the first wave. And then we'll roll right into our run order for wave 2. So if you have athletes in the second wave on Challenge Course B, do not go anywhere. We're going to be getting started with that very shortly. And Jaden is off. I missed who Jaden's coach is. Hang on, let me see. I spy a coach out of... It looks like an old center court jersey, but I know that's not a thing anymore. I'll figure this out. If you guys know what gym Jaden trains out of, you let me know. Drop it in the chat. Okay, and I think he was good there. It looks like he didn't use the straps, so he is all good. Good power out of Jaden. Oh, No Limits Ninja. Okay, I see it flipping through his bio. No Limits Ninja. That's what, yeah, No Limits Ninja logo kind of looks like the old center court logo. Ooh, and not quite the hand placement we were looking for. It looks like that fall was a little bit tough on the legs. Hopefully Jaden is okay. Coach is coming over, making sure he's good. I mean, what's great is he doesn't really need his legs for anything other than the landings at this point, but obviously we want to make sure he's good. Landings do require legs. That is a thing. Oh, and that hand placement just not quite there for Jaden. But using his lock-off strength, coming all the way around, making sure that he gets the rotation on the rotating bar there. Great Lachey, and honestly looking a lot more comfortable now that, oh, don't get too squirrely here. Great, very smart. He knew that he could fly off the side there. Probably was watching the last couple of course runs. Very smart. Oof. All right, he's hopping on one foot. Now he showed some great lock-off strength in the on the last obstacle, so maybe we'll get to see a little bit of that on display here. Oh, and he looks like he's struggling out there. I don't think that's the obstacle for him today. We'll see if he takes on Monolith. He's eyeing it up. Looks like we're going to give it at least one attempt here. Okay, the build is looking good. Can we get over there? Oh, and a tough day for Jaden out there. But hopefully he can get some nice refocus and lock in for flow. All right, moving on. We've got our next athlete coming to us from TA Fitness. This is Tyler Beatty. Tyler's competed in 6 competitions so far this season. And we are going to be off right here. Now, I was remarking yesterday during one of the athletes' runs, you can kind of see how the coach has influenced the way that an athlete moves through a course. And with your coach being Dave Kavanaugh, it's a thoughtful performance. It is a fast performance. It's an efficient performance. Really just planned out, and I'm seeing some similarities here in the way Tyler is moving as well. Just very sure of the hand placements, very sure of the moves. Always great to see that. Dave, a killer competitor, so great to see him passing on those traits to his athletes here. And a nice launch for Tyler. Oh, I don't know if I like that rotation. Yeah, rotating around that side of the sky hook, you just run the risk of twisting out of the hook. So that approach makes me a little nervous. Hopefully he fixes his hands on the other side there. All right, solid reach here. Oh, wow. Now, I think that's how the obstacle is supposed to be done anyway, making me nervous with how much backswing he had on the back of that sky hook. Great confidence out of Tyler to get that move. Oh, and he is struggling just a little bit, getting a full rotation on that shoulder. Great use of his walk-off strength there to get that move. Moving on over. And just lining it up to drop in. He gets the drop in. And he gets the dismount. All right, 50 seconds on the clock. We still have 2 retries left. Tyler lining it up, going for a big move here. Ooh, okay, he's gonna need more power in that swing in order to make it across. It's too bad he didn't make that catch because he could have tested out the flip move. Because you not only have to get there, then you've got to flip the block around. Huge build here for Tyler. This is looking a little bit better. Really got to pop. Oh, and just didn't have the grab. Great work out of Tyler. All right, guys, we're getting to our final runner of the wave. Currently, your top 3 have been your top 3 for the last several runners. But this next athlete, Alex Turgeon, is somebody who could absolutely change that all around. Alex has been competing only for a couple of years, but the growth that I saw out of Alex from his first season, just the start of his first season to the end, has been phenomenal. He is definitely a lot taller now. I think when you see him in the frame, I don't know what his stats are for height, but he's at least over 6 feet at this point. So he's going to move quickly and efficiently, trains out of Action Athletics in not Newton. It's a different town. I'll remember it one of these times. All right. Nice reach out here. But works with Nolan LaJoy as his coach. Nolan, a strong competitor in his own right. Nolan actually was world champion in the young adult division, I believe, several seasons ago. So he's got some good coaching, and Alex is already to the V17 using his length. Are we going to see him unseed Matisse, who's been comfortably in that first spot since the first 5 runners? A drop down as to be expected on that move. He's got to get off here soon. And just not enough, 56.97. Everyone is just off by like a second. Dang, that performance from Matisse was killer. So it's on Alex now to get through this obstacle if he wants to take that top spot. Huge moves, a good launch, good security on that grab. He's going for the flip. Oh, that was close. He missed his front hand, but his body was positioned perfectly for that catch. He has time to rest. He's got 1:16 on the clock. I'm really hoping that he rests up, visualizes this, because he's the closest I think I have seen this entire wave. And good, he's taking some time to rest. He knows that this is the move. It doesn't matter if he can get this move. The fact that no one has cleared the course so far, already halfway through, this already puts him in a phenomenal position just clearing this. Obviously, you want the fastest time, but this is such a technical obstacle that the ones who clear it are definitely seeding themselves well for a top spot overall in the championship. He gets the grab. He's lining it up. Are we going to see it? Here we go. Come on, Alex. Come on. Oh! Oh, man. And we just missed the grab right there. Okay. 56.97. Going into wave 2. This is the start of wave 2, everybody. Alex does bump himself into the top 3, so he's unseated Simon Boulay from that 3rd place spot. Simon Boulay ran very early in wave 1, so he's been hanging on to that for quite some time. But I still have high hopes that somebody is going to clear here, and Bryce Hopkins could be the one to do it. Bryce Hopkins, another longtime ninja athlete, trained at a couple of different gyms. Right now he is at Ninja Mania. You can see his coach off on the side there, Ryan Tanner. Okay, all right, that uncharacteristic for Bryce right there. He's usually a pretty not a careful athlete, but he's usually pretty locked in on those sort of more technical moves there. I think he maybe just got a little bit ahead of himself here. Gotta see him. Oh, no. And Bryce just could not lock in that grab. I am surprised to see that from him. But Bryce is going to keep on going. He's going to show us what he's got on the rest of this course. Not the run that Bryce was hoping for sure. A 4-time WNL World Championship finalist and also qualified for Premier Series. So outside of Ninja, he does compete on the ski team, which is cool. We love a little cross training. Got to train the legs somehow. All right, Bryce going ahead and moving through here to get through V17. All right, Bryce is through V17, and now we're going to get to see him try the monolith. All right, we're building up the swing here. Let's go, Bryce. Big throw. Just not quite enough height to get there. All right, and that's a bummer of a run for Bryce. You know he had more in the tank than that, but sometimes that's how it goes in Ninja. We hope to see him have a better performance over on the flow course. All right, Noah Large. I'm looking at the shirt. I think that's an Albany Ninja Lab shirt. Oh, it's a Ninja Lab shirt. Is that M Lab? Somebody help me out here, guys. Where does this guy train? But Noah Large, a name that I know well. Yes, he is an Albany Ninja Lab. This is why I know his name. All right. Oh, that did not look fun on that ankle. Hopefully he is okay. Pause for a second on that landing, but he made it, and he's moving on. Got a good pace going, too. 2 minutes, under 2 minutes here. All right, we're now at the point where I think that somebody can de-seed Matisse Laflamme for that first spot. I don't think, unless Noah has the most clean V17 ascension I've ever seen in my life, I don't think that that's going to happen here. But I am hopeful for Noah on Obelisk, or Monolith, sorry. Both historical large pieces of rock. Okay. Ooh, man, and that dropped down. Oh, no. Noah. All right. Looks like Noah, you can see a smile on his face. Looks like he may have just misplaced the handle there. All right, about to make that drop down move. You guys can see in the background that little drop right there. All right, and now he is headed to the monolith. All right, here we go. Noah's got some great power. That build is looking really strong. Oh, but did not carry the throw through quite enough to get his hands onto the cliff. He's got 38 seconds. I'm hoping he rests until 20 and then gives it another attempt. Here we go. You can hear Coach Jeff in the background yelling him out. Oh, man. Just did not have enough to get to the second monolith. Still a strong run from Noah Large. All right. Up next, we've got Quinn Muldoon. Quinn is coming to us from Forte Fitness. The Forte team has really been on an upswing for the last couple of years. Pretty exciting to watch that program continue to grow and their athletes improve year over year. And Quinn getting off to a fast start. And it looks like he managed to not go over the edge of the bumpers. And hand placement looking strong. You can see shorting the swings to get a faster build. That lead out tech helping him get to a good hand placement on the reverse grab on the cornerstone and already into the back half of the latch key as of right now. Using his reach there. Oh, didn't quite have the confidence in it to let go, but he does here. And now bumping into, oh gosh, getting a little squirrely here. Okay, really gonna need to get out of here soon. I don't know if he's gonna shoot for it. Oh man, what an escape. What an escape from Quinn on that one. All right, Quinn's strength is looking really good right now. We're gonna see them get to, oh, it's that second move here. That second to last move. Time for the drop down. You can see how they just flop. They're a little bit further back in your screen, but we really want you guys to see how technical that move is. All right, Quinn is lining it up. And I love what I just saw there. He's that little like grab of the elbows. He is preparing for the absorption. So first we got to get to the second monolith. Here, oh no, Quinn, you're prepared. I can tell he is prepared for the drop. We just got to get to the monolith. We got to get to monolith 2. Come on, Quinn, let's go. Drop in the chat some good vibes. We got to see somebody clear this obstacle at some point today. And I think it can be Quinn. He looks the most prepared. Come on, Quinn. Huge build. He needs more power. He's got to get more power. Oh, and it was just not quite there. The technique was locked in. He was ready. All right, well, strong performance out of Quinn. So now we're moving on to Zachary Lyman, coming to us from Vermont Ninja Warrior. We'll see what Zachary can do here. We are getting later and later in the run order, everybody, which means that we are getting into our more experienced athletes, athletes that have placed well in local competitions. So we've already seen some really strong performances from this division anyway, but these are, you know, some of your more technically talented athletes, some of your faster athletes, so we could see some shakeups in those top 3. Strong performance out of Zachary, great flow. You can hear his coach shouting at him, Chris Tower on the other side, telling him to get a move on, to move through. At this point, I wonder if some of the coaches know that their strongest hope here is just getting quickly through the first 6. But, you know, you hate to see that. We want clears here, you know. But I think if you're not sure about that monolith, you know, you want to guarantee yourself a good spot by quickly getting through this V17. And it looks like Zachary is taking that approach. And honestly, it might not even be a placement play. It might just be a time play. You just want time to rest before you tackle the monolith. All right, time for this tricky drop down. Keep an eye on the runner in the just to the right of your, or the left of your screen. There we go. Great job, Zach. Guys, let us know if you like that camera angle better. I would assume you would because you can actually see what the athlete is doing, but if for any reason you'd prefer us to go back to the other one, just let us know. All right. Here we go. He's got it. Let's go, Zach. Oh, no. And just fell off at the turning point. It looked like he was there. It looked like he was ready. All right, here we go again. Hopefully he takes a little time to rest. He's got a whole minute. Okay, he's going right into it. He must feel good. He must feel ready. I mean, these Vermont guys, they're animals, so not shook if he has, not surprised if he's got endurance for days here. He's up on, oh no, Zach! Oh my gosh, just missed on that reach. Oh, Zach. We keep getting closer and closer to someone clearing this obstacle. Come on, team. Come on. All right. We got Ben Whitmire. Is Ben going to be the one that clears the monolith and the course? Come on. Come on, Ben. Okay. Ben's going through, looking strong, coming to us from Ninja Mania. And a lot of the more conservative approach here. Oh, and he's going to have to redo that. You cannot grab the straps on that second French toast stick. Ben lining it up to go once more. And easily through. Oh, no. And that, I'm not going to say that that spells disaster because I bet Ben has the ability to get through these obstacles first try. That's how most courses go. Oh, but sometimes you just need that retry. And yet again, that dismount on the bumper boxes, really not anything that anybody thought was going to be an issue, but it is actually proving to be quite the issue for some of these athletes. All right, well, Ben's continuing on his run anyways, trying to get through the latchkey, getting a little squirrely here. Good, refocusing, locking it in again. And really struggling to get the alignment here on getting the ring into that latchkey, but a great turnaround. He has been hanging for a while. We saw this happen to Jace Prevost actually not too long ago, but he's deciding to move on. All right, and Ben is now on to the V17 and getting up all the way through there. He's about to hit that tricky transition. And for anyone who's not sure, why is this transition so tricky? It's because when you put the hook into the next box, you're pulling it back towards you. And so then when you try to go forward, it falls right out. So you have to be ready to lock into that second box right on the other side. So Ben is on Monolith right now. I just want to see somebody get through Monolith. Oh, and just missed on the hands. Had some good power, but great attempt out of Ben. All right. Up next, we have Robert Kinney coming to us from Ascend. All right. Now, Ascend obstacle training in Marlboro. Sada and I were remarking on the socks yesterday. We love the Ascend socks. Robert's got a pair. Hopefully it helps him get through this one lower body obstacle. Easily through there and does not overshoot the dismount. Great work, locking in. Robert calls himself an A&W super fan. So you know that he's seen a lot of ninja course runs. You know that he has seen a lot of athletes compete and has taken on the tech. Oh, man. And looks like he just miscalculated on that skyhook transfer. I know this is not something that Robert would typically struggle with. So just a little bit of a miscalculation there. He's going to tackle this again. Should see it lined up here. All right, there we go. Nice and locked in. That's what we would expect to see out of him. But now got to nail this transition. Does not have a retry. Cannot drop. Oh, and he's twisting around. Don't get too spun out there, Robert. Come on. Okay, good recovery. And he is just not long enough for the full static. He's really going to have to just line it up and trust that move, and just barely has that. He is settled into the skyhook. Now he's through. All right, it's not the smoothest of runs, but it's still a good run. Robert is still alive. He's still got time to get through V17 and get on to those monoliths. Using his swing to build up. Big reach right there. All right, about to hit this tough transition. Is he ready for it? All right, and he made that look really smooth. Great control. Great control. All right, it's monolith time, everybody. Can we get the monolith? It's a build. Here we go. Yep. Here we go. Time for the launch. He's got the... Oh, he needs more height on that grab. Got to have a little more height so he's ready to absorb. Those are not generous cliffs, ladies and gentlemen. Those are at least an inch. I should say at most an inch. At most. All right. And here we go. All right, the build's looking good. Really got to explode into it. Oh, man. And a flop down onto the mat. He gave it everything. When you see somebody peel it out like that, they gave it their best attempt for sure. So great effort out of Robert today. Really tried to lock it in on that last move. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your effort. We still need a clear. We still need a clear. We need somebody to come in and finish the V17 faster than 55.66, or just clear. You know, clear the whole course. I'd be happy with a full course clear. I want to see somebody get through the monolith. Can it be Ryan Tudrin? Can Ryan Tudrin be the one to do it? Who knows? Ryan Tudrin, coming from a family of ninjas. He competes. His brother Jack competes. His dad competes, Jonathan, a strong Masters athlete. I don't know if I just missed him. I don't know if I saw Jonathan out here competing in the Masters male division. I'll have to go back and watch the tapes from yesterday. Oh, man, and Ryan just got a little bit ahead of himself there, just missed with that right hand. What makes me happy is that the reverse grab hand was solid. So he should feel pretty comfortable, should have it pretty locked in for this next one. Good, lining it up. Great hand placement. Exactly what I thought we would see. All right, and now Ryan is swooping around. Time for a launch. Oh, and flipping that hand around. I like that. He wants to have that hand more angled inside for this reach here. Wow. Great confidence. You know, I think that's what the course designers wanted. They wanted that more kind of Gibbon move. And so these super tall athletes just going with the reach is kind of ruining it for them. Really kind of is. But Ryan executed it very well, and now he is using his reach to his advantage here. Oh, getting a little bit hung up, pretty extended, but he's got it locked in. Time for the drop down. Keep your eye on that corner of your screen, that sort of just to the center. All right, easily off of there. His teammates are excited. They're on the sideline. I think that they have high hopes for him getting through this. I do as well. Come on, Ryan. Let's lock it in, man. Let's lock it in. All right, he's lining it up. He only has 20 seconds left, so he's going to have this one attempt. This one good attempt. Oh, man. I mean, maybe he has time. He's got 17 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to go right into it and build that swing extremely quickly. All right, here we go. He's got to launch now, and it's got to be good. Oh, and just not quite there for Ryan. Strong attempt for him. All right, and he hit the buzzer. It looks like his coach was like, you didn't hit the buzzer, man. What's going on? All right. It's a vitality athlete. So I'm really hoping that Caden can be the one to get it done. Caden just finished his senior year of high school. Favorite obstacles, flying bar. Oh, his least favorite is cliffhanger. All right. Well, Caden, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to get through some cliffs to walk home with the win today. So hopefully, if it's least favorite, hopefully he's been training it, because he's gonna need it. Oh, shooting over the front. That's okay. Take a deep breath. Lock in. We're all right, Caden. All right. We're lining up this move here. Great hand placement, solid work. Good work on that reverse grab. All right, now Caden's pretty tall, so shouldn't be any trouble getting this bar rotating around. Gets right to that ring. It's time for a plop forward. And he's a long athlete, so you know that he's able to reach forward with that grab. Oh, don't go off the backside. All right, good. Nice and locked in. On pace with, I'd say, about the middle of the field right now. Probably could place top 10. Top 10, top 15 with his current time if he gets through this efficiently. But then he's going to have to use that cliff strength. Even if he doesn't like it, he's going to have to use it once we get to monolith. All right. And this is going to be a big drop down on the other side. Keep your eye on the, oh yeah. That's a flop, but he is holding on. And it looks like, oh man, it looks like he may have lost the other hook. And he's going to have to redo that. And that is not fun. He's going to have to do that one all over again. All right, Caden is getting right to it, not wasting any time. Big reach up here. Okay. I'd like to see him dial in and focus a little bit more on the moves. Right now, I think he's just kind of trying to force it, which might be a sign that he's getting a little bit tired. So I'm not sure where he's going here with the hand. Maybe time to switch up your hand placement. Okay, I like that strategy. He's taking a second to make sure he's got something in the tank. All right, I like this a lot better. I think this orientation will work better for him. There we go. Nice. All right, we saw him do this earlier. He had the drop down. We've got to do it again. Keep your eye on the left middle here. Oh! Oh, man, and just didn't have it left in the tank for that quick move. He's going to give Monolith a try. He's got just a little bit of time left. 10 seconds on the clock. We'll see what he can do. Powerful athlete. Should be able to throw that. All right, he's tired. You can tell he is tired. All right. Next up, we've got Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson is coming to us from the Ninja Labs out in Albany. Got a nice little quick jump off there. Great. Oh, okay. We've got the fail. That's all right. He's moving right along. You can tell with his quick pace to that point, he has a lot of confidence in his movement. So hopefully that translates here on Cornerstone. Yeah, it does. All right. Nicely done, Josh. All right, we're out of hot water. We got one retry left, but hopefully we don't need to use it at all. Launching right across there. All right, and just there. Gonna need to get a little bit more swing. Has to turn around. There we go. And I don't love the ring wrist combo on that backhand, but it's okay. He made it through. Oh, okay. Scaring me on that dismount for sure. All right, now he is up. Oh, wow. Quickly getting up V17. Trying to figure out exactly which way he's oriented, though. And it looks good. And about to take the drop down here. Easy work for him. A nice gentle drop down. He's doing well. And making that last move to the dismount. He's cutting it short on these dismounts, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hopefully if we get through Monolith, he doesn't cut it short on the buzzer, because that would be the most devastating thing that could potentially happen, is if you clear the Monolith, but then you, miss the dismount. Okay, I'm going to take away the commentator's curse that I may have just cast here. We're going to see Josh get through this. Come on, Josh. All right, power's looking good. Oh, okay, hands just missed on those cliffs. He's got to do it again. He's got to try that one more time. He's got to breathe for a second. He's got the retry. You can see him pushing into his forearms, trying to get some blood flow back there. He's got the power. He's just got to grab it. He's just staring at it. He's trying to figure it out, figuring out what to grab, what to look at. All right, we're building it back up again, building it up. Here it comes. Okay. You could see he was ready for it. Oh, and just got too caught up in the weirdness of the obelisk swing. It's not as much of an issue today because the shelf is not pushing back, but it is still an awkward swing. All right, Jake Alexander is our next athlete, and he is locked and loaded. Absolutely looking ready to tackle this course. Jake is one of our Ultimate Obstacles athletes and just extremely talented. Sometimes his nerves can get the better of him, So a little bit of a mishap like that hopefully doesn't take him too much out of his flow. I'm holding my breath. I got a bit of the case of the coaches here, guys, on this run. All right, but so far, and the reason I'm nervous, you guys, is because I know that Jake is capable of getting through Monolith. He's just got to get over his nerves. And so those little sort of things like that, he knows that he's only going to have one attempt once he gets to Monolith, and he's got to lock in and be perfect. You can see Coach Keenan going there and trying to calm him down, trying to get him to lock in. Now, he has really excelled this season at getting through moments like this, getting through tough moments. So I bet we'll see him get through the rest of this. I have some pretty high hopes, and I know he'll deliver. Good. Oh, and he looked like he is just on the edge there, but he gets through. All right. Now it's time to just lock in. Making sure that he's got that reach. He's being a little more careful. He knows he doesn't have any retries left. All right, time for this drop down. He's got it. Great job. He was prepared. He was ready for that. And now the moment. All right, we're here. Jake is going to have to get this first try. I know that he has the ability to do this. I know he has the skill. I'm a little nervous he doesn't have a retry at this point, but I know he's got the strength for it. So send the good vibes with me, everybody. Here it is. Here he goes. He's building up that swing. It looks good. He's got it. Oh, and he just missed with that backhand. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and he could have had that. Oh, that is disappointing for him. You can tell he's frustrated. But still, 11th place for Jake right now. In terms of getting to Worlds, I think he set himself up in a good spot. Obviously, he wanted to go for better than that, but still working through that journey of pushing through the adversity that hits you on the course. So I think the fact that he got to that final obstacle is a strong performance for him, and we'll see him crush it on flow. And now, moving on to our next athlete. We are getting down to about 10 athletes to go in the young adult division. This is Jacob Hood, coming to us from Jordan Warriors. Now, I haven't been able to commentate for too many Jordan Warrior athletes so far, and I'm excited to, guys. I'm loving what Anthony Jordan is doing at his gym. His athletes attack, and they're so fun to watch. And Jacob is absolutely living up to that right now. Super quickly through, and methodical. Oh, I wanted him to get that clean on the first one. All right, getting a little bit hung up. Going to need to reorient himself here. Oh, okay. All right, so Jacob just kind of missed on the precision there. That's okay. He's going to lock in and try it again. Going in to tackle it one more time. Big plop through. Nicely done. Oh, no. And Jake just could not lock in on the precision needed on the trap door obstacle, on the latch key. That is tough to see. He had such a strong performance up to that point, super quick. But hey, maybe he's going to show us how to tackle Monolith. Maybe he's going to lock it in and show us what's what here. Shaking his head a little bit. You can tell he's frustrated with that early fall. He's still going to give it a shot, though. Launches up. Oh, and he beelined for that. This is looking good. This is looking strong. He's lining it up. Do we have it? Oh, man. His coach is telling him, hey, you've got time. Try that one more time. I think he could have it. What needs to happen is the drop down needs to be quick. All right, and it looks like the ref is having him go ahead and clear the course since his run is over. All right, we are getting down to the wire here. So far, Matisse Laflamme, everybody, still in that top spot, running super early. Can good old Caden Callahan dethrone Matisse from the crowned position of first? We will see. I'm starting to assign more aura points to the athletes who do not overshoot the dismount on the bumper boxes. So positive aura points for Caden here. Oh, wow, and Caden already all the way through. And that was, wow, this is strong. This is a very strong performance here. Okay, I'm not going to say it too loudly. But if Caden continues to move the way he's moving now, I think we will see a new #1 position. No, I shouldn't have said it. I should not have said it. Oh my gosh. Caden about to take the top stop from Matisse with a blazing fast time up to the V17. Fails on his first attempt on that drop down. The second to last move. It's been getting everyone today. Will he clear though? With somebody with that much skill, all right, he makes it. I have high hopes for him getting through the monolith. He has 2 retries. He's looking strong. He's got a fast pace. He's highly skilled. He's done 14 competitions this season. You know he has faced technical moves like this. Can Caden get through monolith? Come on, Caden. Caden Callahan lining it up for the cliff catch. Okay, and it wasn't there. Maybe a little less alliteration, and he'll have it the next time around. All right, come on, Caden. Let's go. He has a minute on the clock. Looks like he's taking some time to breathe. Shaking it out. I'm holding my breath here, guys. I'm actually actively trying to exhale, and I cannot at this current moment in time. The anticipation is killing me. Come on, Caden. Shaking it out. He's taking his time. I'm guessing probably around 30 is when his coach might have him go, maybe a little sooner than that. He's really just trying to make sure that his hands are ready for this catch, ready for the drop down. All right, this looks good. We've got the catch. We've got the draw. Oh, man. Oh, and like so many others with the strength for the catch, it's just that quick reach around to the side that took out Caden. Oh, killer performance anyhow. Where did Caden land himself? Top. He's in 6th place right now, so that's still a solid position for him. We're getting down to we're in the last 10 runners. We got another Caden. This is Caden Mazik from Strive. Caden is a solid athlete, guys. I'm pumped for this run. Very excited to see it. Skipping that first step here. Got the nice black and red Series 1s on his feet. If you're like, Mary, how can you see that? It's because I get to see it right when they start. All right, Caden has done a lot of competitions across the season. He's done 13 so far. And he is so far nice and methodical up to this point. A quick pace though, but purposeful movements. We like to see it. Okay, and just trying to get that flip on the latchkey. He's got the flip, but he is struggling to dial it in. And I think this is where Matisse had, such a strong, fast performance, is that he did not get too hung up on the latchkey. And great confidence out of Caden to just throw it forward. He's shaken out a little bit before he gets through V17. I think that he has an overall course plan. He's trying not to take anything too fast. He's not relying on time through V17 to be his win. He is locked in on the whole course clear, which, I mean, at this point, that's what you should expect to see from these athletes. A little bit of a struggle for him on this third move here. And makes the drop down, nicely done, and gets through to the dismount. Time to see Caden on monolith. He doesn't have as much time as I would like for him to have, but I am hoping that the more casual approach to this point has set him up better for success here. You really got to have confidence in yourself to take that more methodical approach, because if you are not fast through V17, you're not getting a top spot. So he really is placing a lot of trust in his abilities here, and it's looking good. Oh my gosh, they just need to hit it with more power. They're really kind of underestimating here how much they need to throw it, or maybe it's just the end of a long course run. You never know. That V17 is nothing to sneer at in terms of the energy it takes. Here we go again. About to get it. He's got, and he just misses that grab. Great attempt out of Caden. Caden lands himself outside of the top 10, and that's what we were talking about earlier. If you're banking on getting that last move and you take a more casual approach, it's not going to do too well in terms of placement. So he's putting himself a little bit at risk right now. He's going to need to do really well on flow to make sure he locks in that qualification spot. All right, up next, we've got Wyatt Herman, the brother of the current reigning world champion, Addie Herman. And coming to us from the Vitality team, I have some high hopes for him here. I think what is exciting for me is that his coach is Jordan Thurston, and Jordan knows how to analyze a move like the obelisk or like the monolith move and translate that to his athletes. And Wyatt is an athlete that can meet the challenge. So we're excited. I'm excited to see how he does here. I know Wyatt's been a little more focused on basketball lately, but if he is competing this late in the wave, that means he's still dominating a lot of his WNL performances. Only 10 competitions so far, and this late in the run order, which tells me he's performing well in those competitions. So got some high hopes for him here. Getting a little bit hung up on the latchkey here, but he has made it through. On to V17. A boulder grading never before seen. He's reaching out for that move. We're clean to this point in the course. Getting a little bit low on time, though. Oh, no, Wyatt. Okay, and that was not what we wanted to see right there. Not only is that going to eat away the time, it doesn't matter if he has a retry. He's probably not going to get 2 good attempts on the monolith. He's probably only going to get 1, but this is also energy that he needs for the monolith. Come on, Wyatt. Prove me wrong, buddy. Let's go. Get on out of there. I wonder if he's going to try for an attempt like immediately just to get a feel for it and then rest a little bit. Okay, the drop down there scared me a little bit, but he got through. All right, he's off. We have 35 seconds. He's going to need to go. He's got to go right now if he wants to get like 2 attempts on it, but I think he's just going to try for 1 good one. That's a lot of confidence in his ability, and I'm really hoping that it pays off right now. Come on, Wyatt. Let's go. He's looking tired. He's got to build more than that. Okay, it's good. Ugh. That is sloped, guys. It's sloped. He's got 14 seconds left. All right, he's going to go for it one more time. You've got to make that reach right away. Oh, and he just slips off the front of it. That is a bummer for Wyatt. It just seems the plans are there. The plan is there. The skill is there. I'm liking the more measured approach that I am seeing out of the last couple of athletes. But things are not quite going to plan for everybody. And so we're just not getting to the point where it's all coming together, where we can get somebody through the monoliths. So I'm really hoping that Luke Ryan is the one who's going to be able to push through and line everything up. I'm saying it. We're going for a full course clear here. They're all going for a full course clear, and I think Ryan is going to be Luke is going to be the one that can make it happen. All right, an unfortunate stumble there. He grabbed the straps. Just a quick subconscious thing, but that's okay. His coach is making sure that he doesn't make that mistake again, so he's going to go ahead and take the more measured approach here of just building it up and then jumping through. Good, and he did not, I think he didn't want to overshoot, and that's why he kind of gave himself the little bit of the hand placement on those straps right there. Nicely done. All right, Luke is doing really well here so far. Lining up for this launch. Ryan has a lot of competitions under his belt this season. Great work getting through the latchkey, very smooth. He's got a little bit more time on the clock getting through the V17, 140 on the clock. So if he clears this in the next 30 seconds or so, he should have a good setup, at least a minute, to try to get through the monoliths. A little bit hung up, but that's okay. Locked it in, figuring it out. Now it's time for this drop down. Does he have it? Oh, wow. Great control there. You didn't even see him flop down. He was prepared for that. He was ready. You've got some teammates cheering for him right now on the sideline. He's taking his time. I like this. He gave himself enough time to have a good 2 attempts with a little bit of rest in between. Hopefully he doesn't need it. Here we go. The power is looking really good. He gets there. He gets the hands on the outside. It's time for that flip. Here we go. And oh my God, he was almost there. Okay. All right. Everybody take an exhale. I'm preaching to the choir right here, guys. He was almost there. He's lining up to do it again. It was so close. I think he knows he can get it. Are we going to see Luke Ryan break through the monoliths? Still got a lot of power. Looks good. Got the reach around. It's time to line up this move. Come on. He's got it! He's got it! You got to get the dismount! Yes! Let's go! Our first clear of the day is Luke Ryan. He takes that top spot. He locks up the monoliths. We finally did it, folks. It only took basically 2 waves. He gets the full clear. What an amazing run out of Luke Ryan. Oh my gosh. Well, we still have athletes to go through here. Cooper Hall is coming in right behind Ryan. And you know, guys, hopefully, I'm hoping for a send train here. I'm really hoping for a send train. And Cooper is delivering so far, flawlessly getting through the cornerstone obstacle. Time for a nice launch here. Ooh, okay, all right. A little bit of a mishap there for Cooper. Again, it's the skill is there, the precision is there. Just had a little bit of a mix-up. But it's not over yet. Right now, Cooper is going to have to push through to beat Luke Ryan's time of 2:33. Oh my gosh, no, Cooper. Cooper is coming to us from Team Level Up, so he has traveled quite a ways to compete with us here. And you can tell he's frustrated. That was not something that he should have, a mistake that he was anticipating making. And oh my gosh, he's about to get the monolith. First try, take a look at this. He gets the grab. He's got the skill. Oh my gosh. And that's a heartbreaking moment right there, especially to get it first try. Well, guys, we're going to get to see Cooper on flow a little bit later today. I'm guessing Cooper's qualified for the World Championship, so we definitely need to watch out for that young man. All right. Well, coming up next, we have Wes Frederico. And if anybody is going to chase down Ryan's time, it is absolutely going to be Wes. Wes is already cranking through the course, casually getting through the first three in less than 10 seconds. All right, Wes has been competing well throughout the entirety of this season. It's really been kind of a battle between him, between Luke, between Logan, who's about to compete right after him. All right, and Wes having a little bit of a struggle here. He just saw Cooper get hung up here. He doesn't want that to be his story. All right, I like this better. Got it more lined up, making it all the way through. Now he's trying to move fast. I think he's placing a lot of trust in his own endurance for when he gets to Monolith. We like that confidence. Gets the drop down casually. Oh my gosh, wow. The confidence to Gibbon into a key lock move? Are you kidding me right now? All right, guys, here we go. Wes is looking very strong, looking very confident. He saw Luke get through this. Can he get through? He's got the move. He's lining it up for the flip. Oh! And he just tried to pop forward to it and just barely misplaced his hands. So he's got to lock it in. He can still take the top spot. He has 1:26 left on the clock. Loads of time. Those retries do not matter. Does he still have the energy left in the tank to lock up this move? Out to the outside. He's there. He's going to take the same approach and pop forward. He gets it. He's got the clear. He needs to get to the dismount. Lock it up. He's got it. That's your new top spot. Wes Frederico pulling in 1:38, almost an entire minute faster than Luke Ryan's clear. Insane performance. And are we about to see this time bested yet again? The next athlete is Wes's teammate, Logan. And like I said, these guys have been battling it out in the young adult male division all season long. What are we going to see Logan do on this course today? I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Logan is easily through. Oh, okay. Bit of a tumble over the front side, but that's all right. These athletes don't plan to fail. These athletes plan to get their moves first try anyway, regardless of whether or not they have retries. So I'm not worried about Logan. You see him lining up. That hand placement is nice and secure. And honestly, when you get this deep into the wave, their confidence is what carries them through, and their skill is what carries them through. They don't need the blanket of a retry. They are banking on getting everything on their first plan, their first attempt. So far, so good for Logan. Very fast pace too this time. Okay, time for that drop down, and he gets it nice and easily and pushes through. Logan is at 138. West Frederico, one with 138. He's going to need to clear this course within the next couple of seconds here on this attempt. It's going to have to be on this attempt. He's lining it up. Oh, those hands just missed. Now Logan can still clear the course. He still has a little bit of time to beat Wes. But I think he's going to take some rest before he goes into this again. He's shaking it out. Right now, he just wants that top spot. At this point, it's about the clear. Remember, there's a whole competition here that they are working on. Here we go, Wes. He's got the grab. It's time for the flip. Is he going to get the grab? Here it comes. Oh, no. And for Logan, it unfortunately doesn't pan out. He's put himself in 8th place. If Logan wants to have a chance at that top spot, he's going to have to really crank it out in the flow course. But anything can happen there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to our final runner of the young adult male division. This is Eli Pierce Grogan. Eli is coming to us from Ascend Obstacle Fitness, or Ascend Obstacle Training, and if I was going to be worried about an athlete from a particular gym knocking me out of my top spot, I would be worried about an Ascend athlete. When you're training with Gavin Obie and James Burns, you're going to move quick, and that is exactly what Eli is doing, and with precision as well. Eli showing us exactly why the Ascend team has had such dominant performances here this entire weekend. Time for a... Oh, look at this precision. Just beautiful to this point. Almost fell off the side. Good recovery. Hopefully that didn't spike his adrenaline too much here. All right, and we're still going for Wes's time here. Struggling a little bit on this upward climb, but so far so good. Time for the drop down. Easily gets the move. All right, into the end. Okay, here it is. It's time for the last athlete of this wave to attempt Monolith. All right, here's Eli going up for it. I don't think he's going to have Wes's time. He's got to bring it in. He's got it in. He's got to make it happen. Can he get it? He gets the dismount. He puts himself into 2nd place. We've got 3 clears on the day, ladies and gentlemen. We have West Frederico, Eli Pierce Grogan, and Luke Ryan taking those top 3 spots with full clears. A shout out to Matisse Laflame coming to us from MST. He ran super early and held on to that top spot for almost the entirety of the wave, only being bested by athletes that were able to full clear the course. It is going to be exciting to see how this plays out on flow. Remember, it's your combined score of your challenge course and placement and your flow course placement, so make sure you tune into that. We are going to be back for the elite female division shortly. We will see you guys soon.
Jennifer, did you confirm with the Luch that we have no reviews over here? Wait.
attention all preteen female coaches and athletes on Challenge Course A. If anybody is in need of a video review, please get that in now as one of our last few runners. That is for preteen females on Challenge Course A.